So I wanted to share a community letter that you can sign on to if you want, that was created in collaboration with Copwatch and Portland People's Coalition and Portland's Resistance and CARE and the Downtown Unitarian Church, demanding, not requesting, the following. Now, after I say each line, I want you to respond. Stop cop riots. Can you say that for me?
Stop cop riots!
One more time.
Stop cop riots!
How do we stop them? Just a second, I'm going to get to that. We demand the immediate removal of all federal marshals from Portland. Stop cop riots. We demand the end to falsely declaring gatherings to be civil disturbances or unlawful assemblies, or most outrageously, a riot. We demand an end to the false narrative that protesters are violent and are precipitating the violent response of the police. Rather, we are exercising our constitutional right.
Stop riots!
We believe first-hand witness testimony that the media is being attacked, that medics are being attacked, that ACLU and National Lawyers Guild observers are being attacked. This is immoral, this is unconscionable, and in some cases, it's illegal.
Stop riots!
We demand an end to the use of all crowd control munitions against protesters, including, and I won't give you the list.
Stop cop riots!
We demand compliance with court orders against the use of tear gas and other chemical agents at a time when people are dying of COVID-19 and protesters in other cities have died from inhalation of tear gas.
Stop cop riots!
We demand that you eliminate the rapid response team as well as all associated units that work with them for crowd control and ensure that no police wear riot gear.
Stop cop riots!
We demand that you restrict the use of overtime, especially when monitoring protests.
Stop cop riots!
We demand that you hold the city attorney accountable for police actions of crowd control that violate constitutional rights.
Stop cop riots!
We demand compliance with the recommendations of 2018 Portland Auditor's Independent Police Review on crowd control. Excuse me, for fuck's sake!
Stop cop riots!
We demand compliance with and mandatory training on verbal de-escalation tactics, proven to be the only approach that works for crowd management. As experts say, there's 50 years of research on violence at protests, dating back to 3 federal commissions formed between 1967 and 1970. All 3 concluded that whenever the police use force, violence escalates. Only de-escalation works.
Stop cop riots!
I want to say a few words about this. 3 years ago, when Proud Boys started invading our city every month, wanting to declare that we who love justice should leave, wanting to declare that they're white nationalists, hateful, disgusting, imagining of what the world should look like, had no place in Portland. The Portland police stood with their backs to the white nationalists, facing us as if we were the problem. Stop cop riots!
Stop cop riots!
The problem has existed for decades, and it did not start with the federal marshals. We want to see required mental health services for officers staffing crowd control because we are worried about their wives. We want to make sure that these men and women who are ordered to engage in fascistic, violent acts without provocation don't go home and take it out on their spouses. How do we get it done? Lawsuits are happening. And that's not enough. Elections are happening. Vote! Sign on to this letter. I have to tell you, do you know what the Overton window is? The Overton window says that when those of us who all believe in justice, that those who are elected and those who have power and those who have weapons are accountable and are fired. Oh, by the way, I want to say, for those cops who think that it's necessary to use force because people are yelling at them,
Fuck them!
quit your fucking job. Every therapist, social worker, and teacher and nurse I know could handle this shit. So I have to tell you, Pua was amongst and I was amongst those calling for $50 million reduction in the police budget. And we only got 15. But the way this works is that you don't give up. We got 27. We don't give up. We keep on pushing. We keep on working because we are right. And what's happening right now is we are birthing the world that we have been dreaming for long before we were ever born. We are birthing that world. And mutual aid is showing how we take care of each other. When I come out here and I see the sandwiches being given, and the water being given, and the hand sanitizer being given, and the singing and the dancing, I'm like, this is the world I want to live in. And this is the world that the cops are attacking. Fuck that shit. So remember, I'm not your grandpa's rabbi. Go to PortlandUnitedAgainstHate.org and check out our statement against police brutality and violence. Sign up. There were 65,000 people who said we wanted to fund the police by $50 million. Let's get 85,000 people on that petition. Thank you. Stay together. Stay